Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of my Elden Ring Randomizer Use What You See run. If you'd like to try this yourself, there is a link to the mod in the description. Please consider subscribing, it really helps me out. I'm trying to grow this channel, so if you like what you see, hit subscribe. Cheers. Cool. So I'll show you guys where we got up to last time. Last time we played, we defeated Margot. I was talking about getting a tarantula. I got an American tarantula who I named Mabel. Nice. Do you remember what the let's say the breed is? So this is what we got last time. We got Rivers of Blood +6. And we now have the thingy of rolled, so we can go to here. I can't remember how to get there. I think you go to the avenue balcony and go to the thingy. Gender do be a social construct. How many souls do I have? I have 120,000. Let's level up a bit. She's got her. Very nice. Actually, since we can bleed stuff, should we go try and take on Radam? Oh, I just saw that item. I've got to go grab it. So yeah, for those of you who weren't here last time and don't understand what we're doing, the game is completely randomized. Every item in the game is swapped for another random item in the game, which means that it's very difficult to know what's going on. Oh no! So any item we pick up, any weapon or armor is automatically equipped, and we have to use it. We just picked up a +24 staff, and we have no way of using it. We'll take a world tour, try and hit Colorado in mid to late September. Okay. I don't know what I would do a world tour of. Okay. We were getting that item, weren't we? Because we just saw it. But yeah, so any item in game, I have to pick up, and if it is a weapon or a piece of armor, it's automatically equipped, and I'm forced to use it. How much damage does this shield do? So we just had one of the best weapons in the game, and then we picked up a staff which we can't use. I mean, we don't really need to fight this thing, do we? That's the oh, I've heard of the tarantula migration. So cool. So cool. There's items down here, right? We'll post a picture, but it's like not already possible. Is it just a jar of dirt at the moment? Because welcome to owning tarantulas. That's sort of the deal with them, is that they're not particularly lively. They're not things that you can kind of get out and show people. Unfortunately. You got mining fatigue. Were you trying to do the gold strat in a thing? I don't even know what this is. Gelmir Glintstone staff? I've never seen that staff before. Go herb the middle of the west of Liurnia. Okay, let me get to a checkpoint. Actually, we're so close to one. The middle left side of Liurnia. Middle of the west, like here-ish? Around here? Like, this is where the belfries are, right? Let's go up to the belfries. Still in the lake, okay. Let's go to Temple. Is it near Temple Quarter? Yeah. But I'm a bit of a noob of taking care of tarantulas, but they're always just chilling. Fair enough. Almost below the belfries. Okay, I'll go to Temple Quarter and go have a look. So Cobra, if it's an American tarantula, the things you need to know, they don't require a whole lot of humidity. They require some humidity, but a whole lot. So don't spray them too often. Maybe like once a week, just kind of wet their enclosures. If your tarantula refuses food do not leave the food in there, because even a cricket can do harm to your tarantula if it starts to molt. If your tarantula does molt, leave it alone for at least a week, depending on its age, because when they molt, their skin goes soft, and you don't want them to be trying to eat something when their fangs aren't fully hardened yet. Yeah, crickets are bastards, 100% agree. What else? What else? Don't handle them unless they come to you. Don't put your hand in there and try and grab them, because you're going to get bit and stuff like that. If you see them kicking their butts, literally looks like they're scratching their butts, but very aggressively when you go near them, they are kicking off urticating hairs, which get stuck in your throat. Leave them alone and do not breathe in, because they will get stuck in your throat and hurt you. Trying to think of some other advice. What other advice have I got about tarantulas? Respec for magic. I don't have too many spells, I don't think. And knowing me, we'll respec and then I'll immediately get another item. I decided to leave her alone when I got her. She came in. I heard she's quite shy. Ah, okay. This is what you mean. Right here. There's some purples here too. We got a golden seed. Some black knife gauntlets. Oh, this is a lot of items. We've got 3 larval tears. That's handy. And an armorer's cookbook. That's all the items. Oh, no, there's another one of that. It's probably just another golden rune. Yeah, about crouching. It's one of the, like, tidbit things. That's funny. Yeah, do you know what breed they are? Unknown. Are they an Aphoma Pelma? I'm just going to do something quick to see if I can make this a bit more steady. I've just turned on VSync to see if that helps, because my frame rate's kind of all over the place. Nothing good, but good to know. Is there items over here? There's an item over here. Why is my frame rate like this? What's my... Huh. Oh, whatever. Oh, no. I'm gonna run away from this dude. No, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Not interested. No thank you. Thank you. No thank you. See you later. No thank you. Obviously there is a chest in the back of that convoy, but I didn't see an item, so I don't have to go pick it up. No thank you. No thank you. Some chests up here, but I don't have a weapon to fight these dudes off with. Then we just head up to the belfries. There's items up there. We won't have the key to be able to open the thing, but, you know. We'll be alright. Yeah, another good thing to remember, Cobra, is that the tarantulas don't really like people. They're not a mammal. They won't learn to like you. So they're a pet that you have to accept that they are your pet on their terms. You can't force it. It's not one of those things that if you handle them every day, they'll get used to you. Every time they molt, they change personalities. So they could be fine with you picking them up one molt, and then the next time they would be completely, you know, running away from you every time you go near them. So, you know, don't try and force anything. Don't try and handle them unless they come to you. I don't handle any of my tarantulas because they rarely come to me. Plus, most of them are too small. I wouldn't want to handle them when they're too small. Ah, so this is still an imbued sword key. Interesting. So what should we go use it on? Which one should we use it on? We need to get a new weapon. No worries, Janice. Thank you for the luck. I appreciate you. Piano lesson. Nice. Only thing I'm worried about is I already have like a cat. I must get a cat fence, but she's old and probably won't really move. Even so, don't put it on a place that the cat can get to. Go back to the beginning. This one. What do you mean go back to the beginning, sorry? Oh, the one that takes you back to the start of the game. Problem is I don't think I can kill the Scion with just a shield. But we'll work it out. I think I can parry it with this shield, so I can just parry and slapsies. If you do that, there are 2 items. True, true. Also, I can go to Stormvale because there's an area in Stormvale I completely missed. I was watching the Game Grumps play the other day, and they went to an area that I've never seen before. So I'll head to that bit if I can. This is 100% block, right? Yep. Okay. No, that is not bad damage. I can live with that damage. Can't remember what this does. I think it increases my strength and gives me half health back. Wondering if it would be good for me to get another tarantula, but I don't think maybe we'll get lonely or want to be with another tarantula. So never put tarantulas in the same enclosure if they are not specifically ones that can handle being in the same enclosure. If it's an American tarantula, none of them are communal, so do not put them in the same enclosure. All you'll do is you'll end up with one big tarantula. Because they are carnivorous, they will eat each other. Do not put them in the same enclosure. Unless they are one of the, like, 5 species that can actually live together. Which don't tend to be the American ones. They tend to be Pescatarius, the Indian ones, can live together. And there is one specific breed called the Balfouri, who I believe is from Madagascar, or some like island off the coast of Africa, that they are the only spiders, so they just live communally. Yeah, one well-fed spider. It's the same with if you buy a pack of crickets for them and don't feed them, you'll just end up with one fat cricket, because crickets eat each other. Ow. Yeah, remember these are carnivorous animals. They will eat other spiders if they can. Do you jump, and I jump attack you. Like how I thought it would. Yeah, find out what the breed is and let me know, and I can give you a bit more advice on how to look after them. Jump, and I can give you a slap in the face. And completely miss. It's when it buffs the swords that I think I'm going to have trouble, because the moveset changes, and it starts doing holy damage, and this shield actually has alright holy defense. It's 54 though, so half the damage will still cut through. It's going to do the pokey pokies. Whoa, I've never seen that attack before from this thing. Does it have the same stats in this fight than it does in the first fight? That's kind of nuts. This is a Chilean rosehair. Okay, interesting. So yeah, you want a bit of humidity, but not too much. They are probably the gentlest of them. I'm guessing that's Grammostola rosea is the Latin name. It's the same enemy. Interesting. I'm wondering how many people, if anybody, actually beat this on there when they first played. A little bit like the Genichiro fight at the beginning of Sekiro. I wonder if anyone didn't accidentally beat that fight. You know. I certainly didn't. I think he killed me in one shot. It's gonna do something crazy. Is it possible if I could hold her? If you've just got her, leave her alone. I wouldn't risk doing it now. The best thing to do if you do want to handle them is test their temperament. Best way to do that is with a paintbrush or a straw, something soft that isn't going to bother her. Never use anything metal to poke them because if they bite it can harm their teeth. Use a straw or something like that to gently poke their leg. If they run away and bare their fangs, put their legs up or anything like that, they're not in the mood. If they just gently walk away, then you might be able to hold them. But never scoop, like people would like a hamster. They just scoop them up with their hands. Never do that to a tarantula, because if they do decide to bite you, they're already in prime position to do it. And yeah, it's not going to be good. Half health and run FFP. Did you start off with a casting roll? Is there a stake out there? No, there's not. I think we can just find a better weapon. Yeah, so just get a straw or something. Gently poke one of their back legs, not their front legs, because if they're going to bite it, that'll be when. If they turn around to face it, or if they immediately run away, remember that spiders do a thing called bolting, which is where they go from standing still to full speed. Be aware that even if the spider is not a spider that tends to climb, they can climb very, very well. They can jump. Be aware that they can be very unpredictable. Just treat it with respect. Don't just fucking stick your hand in and grab it, because that's a brilliant way to get bitten or to hurt your spider. Okay, let's find an area that we've never been to before. In fact, we've never been down here, so let's finish up here. Yeah, a lot of people get pets like spiders and scorpions and stuff like that, and they don't treat them with respect and wonder why they bite them. Use a spell you're able to. That's a point, yeah, let's have a little look. We could respec into something. I mean, we've got plus 24 staff. Even if it's the worst staff in the game, we'd do some damage. Let's have a look. We do actually have Glintstone Pebble, which, I mean, will definitely be enough. Is it weird how I find her so cute? Not at all. I think mine are adorable. 14 int, 14 faith. I mean, we can cast spells. Some pets are just too dumb to love you, accept that and all is gone. Yeah, exactly. The tarantulas don't have brains in the way that we understand them. They have a central nervous system that commands them to do things and gives them reactions to things, but they don't think in the same way we do. In fact, no arthropods do. It's just they don't have brains in the same sense that we do. They have, a reactionary nervous system. If a tarantula has no stimulus, it won't do anything. If it suddenly gets a pang to say that it's hungry, it will go find food. Or if it realizes that its, leg is heavier than it's supposed to be because it's dirty, it will react. But it's the reason why tarantulas are happy to just sit in a hole for months on end, because they don't have a brain in the same way we do. They also technically don't feel pain in the same way we do. They have panic responses to things, and they don't obviously want to get hurt, but they don't feel pain in the way that we do. Yeah, I think the shield was probably a better shout. What are our stats at the moment? We've got 10 intelligence, 11 faith. We could respec again. Because to be fair, with this setup, Like, we could very easily kill this thing. Yeah, let's respec. Can you actually teleport out of boss fights? Can you get, like, escape this boss fight? Is there anywhere that I can be a sneaky boy and escape? Lava Tears and Spades. Yeah, I think I've got about 12 of them at this point. Can I make this thing fall off the edge? Can I cheese this thing? Yeah, how many Lava Tears do we have? We have 11 of them. Yeah, I can just use the this thing coming. I'm really happy that that's like an instant use. Spiders have a reaction center and an action protocol. Yes, but they do not have a brain in the same way we do. They respond to things, but they don't think things through like we do. It's weird to think about because you could argue that isn't that all thinking is a reaction to stimuli. Yeah, there you go. They cannot process and translate information. They don't make connections in the same way that, like, you know, if, you know, what's this called? Pavlov's dog. Every time he fed the dog, he rang a bell. So every time the bell rang, the dog would dribble because it thought a steak was coming. It thought food was coming. Tarantulas don't have that. They will never learn that. Hey Charlotte, how are you? We're talking about the intelligence of tarantulas.
Is it
because Unknown Cobra just bought a tarantula.
No.
But how are you today? How was your first day at work? Charlotte started her new job today. Check on that fire spell you have. This staff boosts it, really?
Me not. I would birth.
I would birth what? Boost lava sorcery. Okay. Flame Sling. 10 faith, that's all it requires.
Art thou?
Okay, that's fine.
No.
I'm good, thanks. Had a great day. How are you? I'm fantastic, thank you. I've been vibing with chat. We played a bit of Minecraft, now we're playing a bit of this. I think that's a good setup. Incantation, unfortunately. Ah. Wait, then how does it work with the staff, then? Because the staff boosts lava sorceries. What's a lava sorcery? Oh, whatever. Okay, let's head back there and destroy that thing. If I get hurt, I will try to find out why and what. A tarantula will just do whatever it thinks will fix it. If that doesn't work, well, shit, here we are. Yeah, and you know, it's easy to sort of see that as like a personality. Like, we have tarantulas that will respond very strongly to you doing something to them, or might just leave you alone, might not react, you know. And it's very easy for you to go, oh, they're just skittish, or they are this, but it just depends on the state they're in. If they're hungry, they will fight back because you might be food. If they're not hungry and they're aware that they need to molt soon, they might go and find a place to hide. So a tarantula is like a super sophisticated Zumba. Zumba? Do you mean Roomba? So yeah, this now scales B in int and faith. That's kind of nuts. Let's see how good this is. With just glintstone pebble. Still not particularly good, but glintstone pebble is a starting sorcery, and it's enough damage that we can kill this thing by just forcing it to attack. Yeah, tarantula does not have memories or emotions. That's a good way. They're biological robots. They are very delicate creatures. God, when you try and cast a spell and you don't have the FP for it, your character is locked into like a 5-second animation. That's kind of nuts. I mean, you know, you're free to talk later. I'll be streaming till about 9, Charlotte, so I can ring you as soon as I finish when I'm making dinner. probably going to have to finish this thing off with the shield. It's really fascinating. I'm glad I have it as a pet. Yeah, they're awesome. They're amazing dogs. And you will love having one as a pet. Like, they're fascinating to watch grow and to see, like, you know, the change in them from molt to molt, stuff like that, and just, they're just really interesting things to have, you know. They're also an easy pet, to be perfectly honest. Like, they're not a pet that, like, requires constant attention. If you go away for 2 weeks, they'll be fine without you, you know. As I said, never leave, like, food in there, because crickets and things can do damage to them. It's mainly crickets. Cockroaches, if you're feeding them cockroaches, are fine. Most worms are fine. Super worms do hurt them, but most worms are fine. Oh, I'm gonna have to finish it off with my goddamn shield. What do we get? What do we get? Page Ashes, which we've already got, on a Golden Rune 1. They pretty much just do nothing. Yeah, they are pet rocks. But they are pet rocks that is fascinating to learn about, and fascinating to learn about sort of why they do the things they do, and to see grow, basically. Another example, a tarantula will not eat dead food because it cannot learn that it's food. Interesting you say that, because slings, baby tarantulas, spiderlings, or slings as they're known, do scavenge food. But they learn that things are food by, like, moisture level. So if something is wet, they assume it's food, because all they're after really is moisture, not necessarily the food. Weird to think about. Like dogs, especially my dog is a Labrador, they miss me when I'm gone for work and my hours away. They very much miss you. Tarantulas don't give a shit. Yeah, exactly. Tarantulas will not give a shit. And yeah, as I said, you can leave them for weeks on end, and they'll be absolutely fine. What kind of enclosure are you using for them, Cobra? Because their enclosure is also quite important to their general well-being and happiness. I'm inviting anyone and everyone who is at any stage of the game to join me in Valheim. What are you doing in Valheim, Josh? Yeah, Chapel was pretty disappointing, but we've got some spells now. Well, let's see what other spells we got. Do we have anything strong? I think we've got, like, the Earth Shatter thing, right? We do actually have some pretty intense spells. Maybe I should have just gone full int and got that. Is Shattering Crystal any good? JSD, thoughts on the spell Shattering Crystal? Welcome back, Nary. How are you? Shattering Crystal is mad. Ask the people the best enclosure for it. It looks pretty nice. Yeah. How are you setting it up? Is what I'm at. Like they'll be happy in, you know, some of mine are in plastic cups with holes in the lid. But like you need to make sure that they have enough substrate, that they've got somewhere to hide if they want to, that it's not too big, it's not too small. You gotta like know these things. That's all. Also, in my experience, pet shops don't seem to know a lot about tarantulas. They assume all tarantulas are the same and they require the same care. But the care between a Chilean rosehair and a Mexican redknee is very different. Rock Blaster though? Oh, I should have respect for Rock Blaster. Let's see how much it does on these guys. That's not bad damage considering how far away I can cast it from. But I do not have the FP to keep doing that. You can do the thing with the staff where if you use your left hand with your right hand empty, you can hold it for like a second and a half for free casts. I don't want to unequip things, unfortunately. I think I'm just going to have to run through this bit. Oh, that reminds me. JSD, was it you I was talking about how you get Melina's weapon? Because I can show you how to get it if you like. Or maybe it was Nihil I was talking to about that. Either way, the place to get Melina's weapon is over here. It's average, like moss, like, I don't know, some green in there, kind of dirt and like a rock. I looked at the experts and said, okay, fair enough. If you want some, like, some good YouTubers, I would highly recommend checking out The Dark Den. He's a Croatian dude who makes videos on his exotic pets, and he is awesome. Like, I absolutely adore his videos. He's such a sweet dude, and he has helped me a lot in, like, knowing how to set up enclosures and things like that, and the best way to look after certain animals. Also, Exotics Lair. Exotics Lair is a bit of a meme, but he's actually great at his videos. Spiders don't care what enclosures they have, the only thing that matters is the right environment. Yeah, but if the enclosure is too big, for example, it can stress them out. If they don't have a place to dig, it can stress them out. You know? Give me a weapon. I don't know how to explain. It's almost like a log in its way. It has generally good... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you've probably got some cork bark in there. That's what tends to be used because it's light. Because you don't want a super heavy wood in there because some tarantulas like to dig, and if they dig under it and the log falls, it can hurt them. I haven't upgraded the dagger yet, though. They like to hide. Certain species do. As far as I know, rose hares don't tend to be hiders. They tend to sort of stand out, but it's good for them to have a hide in case they choose to do it. Because when they molt, for example, they like to be relatively hidden. But it depends where they sort of feel safe. Ambush shard. That's good, right? Can't use it, but that's the thing that shoots you from the back, right? Okay, it appears behind you and shoots you in the back of the head. Yeah, as far as I know, JSD is like the Silver Tracer. I think it has like a high crit damage and stuff. We could go find out what Morgan's rune is. Yeah, I think it's in here, right? Oh god. So, let's quickly get out of that situation. Just as a quick heads up to anyone who does not like spiders, I'm about to show a tarantula on stream. This is... Oh, you're very fast. Well, this one has a few different names, but this is either Sylvester or Larry. We couldn't really work out a name for him. He's got a really fun name. Nandu colorata velocis, that's his name. A Nandu colorata velocis, which is a zebra striped knee. Oh, I missed it, I missed it. Yeah, rips now. Yeah, because all the babies that she had as well, unfortunately, didn't make it either. So I'm assuming something was wrong with them. The male one, Sheldon, is doing absolutely fine. Technically, they're neither of them are male or female. They're both hermaphrodites, but Sacred Morning Star +9. Okay, but yeah, this is where the dagger is. This is Melina's office, apparently, or presumably. But yeah, Sheldon's doing absolutely great. Sheldon's just straight vibing. Yeah, giant African land snails are amazing. They're such sweet pets. People think they're gross or they're boring, but no, they're such nice pets. They just chill and vibe. And snails do actually remember you. They are smart enough. They are not insects or arthropods. They are mollusks. They are smart enough to remember you. They might not have emotions in the same way. Most animals don't in that respect. But they get lonely. They you know, require, like, company. Which is why we got Mabel in the first place. All that happened was a lot of humping and then Mabel died. Marking this down? Yeah, do it. Just don't put them in the enclosure with the tarantula. They're afoot with another system of the show. Yes, but they do actually have emotions. They can remember you, and they can, they do Feel emotions. Unfortunately, I'm playing this currently, Josh, so I'm not going to play Valheim. But if anyone's playing Valheim and wants someone to play with, Josh is looking for someone to play with. Is there an item in this mouth? Or is that the one, the other one? Can't remember if there's something in the mouth here. No, that's the other giant skull we find. Oh, an item. I don't really need to check on Mabel that much right now. The only times that you would want to just double check on them, do you know what a spider looks like when it's molting? You'll know when they molt because they basically... tarantulas don't eat before they molt. They will fast for quite a long time, depending on how old they are. An adult tarantula can fast for 6 months before molting. So if you've noticed your tarantula hasn't molted in ages, and they also seem to be getting fatter, even though they haven't been eating, that's when they're getting ready to molt. When they molt, they lay flat on their back. And it's a very strange thing. They just lay flat on their back. They look dead. But they will lay flat on their back, and they will molt their skin off from the back. So they will come out the back of it. And they will come out a slightly different color. They will be all sort of soft, and they'll have red fangs. And then a couple of weeks later, they will sort of come back, and you'll have a molt to play with. Bear in mind that the molts, if they have urticating hairs, which a Chilean road hare does, the molts are still covered in those irritating hairs, so do not play with them. And if you do, wash your hands after. When they molt, leave them alone. Absolutely leave them. Never touch a tarantula when it's molting. They are the most sensitive when they're molting. Do not touch them at all. Just leave them to do their thing. That's the only time I would say check on them, because you want to make sure that they're in a good position, that they're okay. Unfortunately, if something happens to a tarantula while it's molting, there's not really anything you can do about it, because just touching them could harm them. But, just keep an eye on them when they're molting, especially after they've molted. Make sure, as I said, that you don't have anything in the enclosure. If there's a cricket in the enclosure, while it's molting, it will eat the tarantula, so don't let that happen. What else? Yeah, just let them molt, basically. Yeah, and they slowly gyrate. It's very, very weird to watch them molt. It's a very strange process. And it's weird as fuck to think about. Because they molt their eyes, they molt their teeth, they molt every part of their body. When they molt, you have a replica of their whole body. I'm trying to think if I've got any molts. I think I threw away all the molts. Yeah, I don't have any molts, unfortunately. Do you have a favorite spider? Weird question. I don't have a favorite spider. I love all my spiders. I think they're cool. I will say that one springs to mind that I'm very happy that I've got, which is a T. blondie, which is a Goliath bird-eating spider. It's a confirmed female. Charlotte bought it for me for my birthday. It's going to be the size of a dinner plate when it's fully grown, and is potentially going to live for 25 years. So that one I know is going to be awesome. But yeah, when tarantulas molt, they literally lay on their back like this. Make a time-lapse of the molting, then make a statue of the molt. I'm trying to think if I've got any molts anywhere. I think I've got some downstairs. Where would they be if I've got a molt? I think I have a molt downstairs. Maybe I'll grab one in a bit. But yeah, if you look at a tarantula molting, it's a very, very strange thing to watch. But yeah, leave them completely alone when they molt. Don't do anything with them. Just make a note of when they molt, because you shouldn't feed them until at least a week after a molt, maybe 2 if they still look soft. And the main way to tell is their fangs. When they molt, their fangs are red. And when they are ready to eat again, their fangs will be black and shiny. Do you have a recommendation of the next exotic pet? It depends what you're into. Like, I don't have too many crazy exotic pets because a lot of them require a lot of upkeep. If Sal was still, I don't know if Sal was still in chat, but Sal recently got a gecko, or a lizard of some kind. I can't remember if it's a water dragon or what. But they require a lot of upkeep. They require, you know, lizards and geckos and things require specified heating, specified humidity and stuff like that, and they are a lot more sensitive than something like a tarantula. A tarantula will deal with it if it's cold for a week. Lizards and snakes will not. That being said, you should always make sure that, you know, your room's nice and warm and stuff like that. Yeah, you can get a snake, but again, snakes can be quite difficult to look after. You need the right humidity, they need a perfect enclosure. You need to feed them. My main issue with snakes and stuff is I could never feed them rodents. I like rodents. I like rats and mice and gerbils and things. I wouldn't be able to feed them a rodent. I don't think I could literally stomach it. Yeah, you get like an enclosure kit, wouldn't you? You'd get like a thing that does it all for you, but even so, they can be really expensive. People spend thousands on like snake enclosures and lizard enclosures, whereas, as I said, some of my tarantulas are in plastic cups. Remind me, I might get a rat. Rats are amazing pets. If you know, you're not turned off by rats, or if like, I mean, you said you had a cat, so maybe a rat and a cat might not be good, because cats and dogs can both be quite what's the word? Unpredictable around other animals. A lot of people say like, oh, my cats would never do anything, my dogs would never do anything, but then you hear so many stories of various animals mauling other animals. They can be unpredictable. It's not worth the risk, you know. The cat's about to pass away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, I think rats are amazing pets. Hey OJ, how are you? Oh god. Oh god. Freedom birds! Where's my frame rate? Like 6? Never mind. I was looking for items, but there's nothing up here. How is there no items up here? Hey, an item. Rejuvenating bollocks. Pretty shitty. Went to my local mall to get my phone repaired and caught COVID shortly after. Ooh, that sucks, man. What are we doing right? Would get a hamster, but I have a dog, so it isn't the ideal mix. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a lot of animals, you have to kind of weigh up what you've also got. Like we have rabbits, but the rabbits don't come upstairs, and rabbits don't really climb. And the tarantulas, none of them are big enough to do anything to a rabbit. Even when my Goliath bird eater is fully grown, I doubt they would still do anything to a fully grown rabbit. They might do. They're never going to meet each other, but you know, the rabbits stay downstairs, the spiders stay upstairs. It's a pretty simple matter. But then if you've got a dog, you can't really... It's difficult to control where they go, you know? Hamsters and rats are just snapbacks to cats and dogs. You say that. Have you ever seen a New York, like, sewer rat? Like, have you ever seen how big some of those rats get? Like, they would easily put up a fight against a small dog or cat. And my money would be on the rat if it was like a Chihuahua or a Shih Tzu or something. You know, like a very small breed of dog. Plus, rats are fucking aggressive. Rats, I love rats. Rats are awesome. They are such intelligent creatures, and they know how to, like, spook. They know how to scare. If you've ever seen a wild rat and it ran towards you, it was doing it on purpose to scare you. They are clever things. Okay, we got another Reduvia. We do not have the arcane level for it, but we got another Reduvia. Our last one was +9. This one's only +5, which is annoying. But we got this. If we can keep this for the Fire Giant requires, or can be bled, so I've got more items to grab. Whew. What? That's weird. There were 2 items on there. Nobody likes Vikings anymore. I love Valheim. It's a great game. I just haven't played it in a while. If we got a rat, I would call it Daisy or Harry, depending if it's a boy or a girl. Nice. The gusto of an alligator the size of a medium-small dog, the disease of a mosquito in Zimbabwe, the ultimate predator. I mean, yeah. I already argue with most of that. The shield does more damage than the it really does. Yeah, I mean, I guess sewer rats are the most aggressive because they are wild rats. And, I don't know, get a lot of food and stuff. Found a house mouse today, it was so cute I couldn't kill it, just let it go. I'd never harm run unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, that's what I mean, like mice especially are adorable. I could never own like a snake or a monitor or anything like that because I would have to feed the mice and I couldn't do it. It's gonna take a minute. What, these things can hurt you? It's either a case of rabies here, anything in the house has to be done. Oh, I totally get that, I totally get that. I just mean like... Ooh! We got Geezer's wheel. For some reason it didn't auto-equip. Can we use that? We still can't use that. It was +7. That's not a bad weapon. Okay, let's go take this thing down with Geezer's wheel and see what it does. Isn't there a thing around here somewhere? I swear there is a grace around here. Got a mouse in my grandma's cabin. He got trapped in a bucket. He was so adorable. Yeah, they're just so sweet. They're just little things. Snakes don't really eat anything else, and even birds I would give to a snake. I would never give to a snake. Yeah, exactly. Like, I like birds too much. I like chickens too much. When you're feeding them, like, mealworms, like, when you feed tarantulas, like, superworms and mealworms and crickets and stuff, you don't really get attached to them. Saying that, cockroaches can be adorable sometimes. There's something about cockroaches. I think it's the way they move. They're just so silly and so weird. Sometimes I feel bad about cockroaches. Also knowing that cockroaches, like, never die. Yeah, crickets are dicks. Crickets, I'm more than happy to let them die. Iguana would be cool. Iguana would be cool. Again, though, a lot of upkeep on an iguana. They are difficult creatures to look after. I'm gonna stand in his chest and do the L2. Nothing. Just hoping that'll do a lot more damage. I mean, this does bleed, right? Yeah, this does a lot of bleed. If I can keep this for the 5 round, I'll be fine. Even though the 5 round is like 25,000 health or something. I don't even know what had a Western painted turtle a while back. It was like a part-time job, yeah. Enjoy feeding superworms to animals that eat them with malice in mind. Superworms are dicks. Beetles, though, I'd get a beetle nowhere near Mabel. What do you mean? Beetles can be dicks too. And yeah. Depending on what you like feed your tarantula, you'll learn the best things, the best way of dealing with them. Sounds cruel, but some animals, superworms especially, it's easier to actually crush their heads before you feed them to a tarantula, because that way they can't bite, but they'll still move around, which is enough to get the tarantulas interested. Oh, you'd never have a pet beetle, okay. Turtle loved eating goldfish. Oh. Let's see if we can take on this Durgan. Mr. Durgan. Mr. Durgan. Mr. Durgan. There it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. This thing has 1 million health. How did that hurt me? Tarantulas are not aggressive, they're defensive. If you were to stand, you know, right next to a tarantula and not move, it would never harm you. It would never go anywhere near you. If you were to keep poking it, it might bite you. Certain species obviously are more defensive than others, but tarantulas and spiders in general aren't aggressive creatures, they're defensive. Nice. Oh, and it bled as well. Oh, that was brutal. Hell yeah. Okay. I have lots of cool pets like you, Jab. My pets like my dog makes it risky and I'm not likely getting rid of my dog. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's one of the reasons we don't have a dog. I would love a dog, but we have too many other pets to worry about. It's also because dogs require a lot of time. They require a lot of time investment. And I work full-time in stream, and Charlotte works full-time. Difficult, you know. French lizards live for so long the female ones do. Male ones don't live as long. Anywhere near as long. Some female tarantulas can live for up to like 25, 30 years. Whereas the males tend to live for like between 3 and 6. It's very strange. Yeah, Chilean Rose live for a very long time, and if it's a confirmed female as well, yeah, you've got an investment now, my friend. That is a pet that will be with you for a very long time. Going this way. Is this fully upgraded? Is Geezer's wheel a special weapon? I think it might be because it's got a special ability, right? Yeah, that's pretty good damage. Unfortunately, I can't... Yeah, okay, so a +7 one is a decent weapon, which is what I'm working with now. Did you say how to check if she's female? So that's something that I'm still sort of learning. It's quite a complicated process to be able to sex them. It's much easier if you have access to a molt. So you might just have to wait until they molt before you can get an idea of if they're male or female. It's to do with like whether they have certain organs and stuff. Another thing you can do, it depends on how old they are as well. Male tarantulas, they mature very quickly. So if they're 2 years old now, you'd probably be able to tell them. Oh, this is the one that doubles itself. I hated this one. I also recall having a friend with me when I did this last time. Don't be like that. Don't do that one. This isn't fun. This weapon's too slow to do anything. Maybe if I just do this and then summon these boys, they can distract one of them. Why can't I summon? Why can't I summon? Oh, I de-leveled mind, didn't I? Yeah, so if they grow really, really fast, they tend to be males because it means they're maturing faster. I think I'm killing these guys. But what am I doing? I'm going to just get my horse. Some fun. Night, Nary. Hope you have a good one. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for the lurks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I guess we just do it this way around. Just sort of cheese them with this. Oh, never mind, never mind. Oh. Let's try that again. Unfortunately, I can't bleed the tree. Why didn't I spawn at the stake at the top? That's really weird. There was a stake over there. I think there was also a grace that I missed. Did I not like the grace that was up here? Oh no. Excuse me, lads. Excuse me, lads. Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, there's the grace. The grace is right here. Just completely missed it. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins. Let's see if I can remember how this hidden path goes. I'm curious to see what the hidden path is like offline. Because I only learned about it, or only managed to do it, from other people's messages. So let's see if I can work this out without other people's messages. I think I remember the way that it goes. You can look at it at an angle, and like where the snow's falling is like... Yeah, up here? Yeah! So smart. Oh god, I hate this thing so much. I hate this thing so much. Hell down. Okay. Being pasta? broccoli, chickpeas, kidney beans, and butter. Oh, that was quite nice. I'm not really a pasta guy. I don't know what it is. I'll eat pasta. I eat pasta all the time. I'm not really one of these people who's like mad about it. Same with sushi. I like sushi. Sushi's okay. Not something I like crave, which is weird because I'm like a real food person. I like food. By that I mean I'm fat. Come back over here so I can jump attack you. Just gonna stay there, aren't you? Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Respect time. What is it? 24 in faith? Done. 24 in faith. Well, the biggest gift on earth is being able to eat. 100% true. 100% true. Yeah, 24 in faith.
Is it time? No.
I need 12 in dex and thingy as well. Watch me do this and immediately pick up another weapon. Cool. I've never actually used this weapon before. I know that it was completely and utterly busted, and it's still pretty powerful. But I've never actually used it before, so let's see how we do. Why is it saying to go that way? That's weird. It's saying to go down there. Does it want me to go to Commander Neil and stuff? Do you need to go to Commander Neil? You don't, do you? What do you get from that? I could go and upgrade it. You were right. But the problem is I might just walk into another weapon immediately. Just 3-way split damage. It's optional. Okay. Let's just head to the fire giant. I mean, I know this thing does fire damage. It's magic and fire though. Fire giant's weak to magic, right? So I think they should sort of even out. Now this area I didn't really go through too much, so I'm curious to see what else is over here. Yeah, not dealing with you. You might drop something that I don't want. I need to be over there, don't I? This doesn't look like where I need to be. Go away. This doesn't concern you. Can I go down there from here? Oh, for the Halitrine medallion health. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think I need to be over here. Ah. Let's get it done. I'm going to go. Thanks for every last bit of advice on my spider. Let me know how Mabel's doing next stream. See it. No worries, unknown. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Have a good one. Okay, let's just go to the freezing lake and then go round, I guess. Put a little marker there. Or I could do it from the heretical rise, couldn't I? That might actually be the most optimal way of doing this. Because that way I don't have to go all the way down. It just means I have to make sure I get there. Okay. 600 damage. That's a hecky lot for a straight sword. Oh no, I saw an item. Saw the item over here. I need to get it. I don't think I ever used a straight sword in this game. Really weird to do so. Oh, it's kind of nuts. Ooh, and a flame crest shield. It's a really bad shield, whatever. No more Minecraft. Unfortunately not. We are done with Minecraft for now, but we are playing some Elden Ring. If you're down with that, pet dog. I know you were here earlier when we were playing Minecraft. Well, actually, no. Not your friendly pet dog was here earlier. I have a sneaking suspicion. Just a little hunch. Call it a hunch. It might be controlled by the same person. Struck off his mane, it turns into a plane. It's totally not me. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. I mean, it says on the name, not Friendly Pet Dog, so. I'm one of these like conspiracy theorists. I like, believing in. I like trying to guess what's behind the curtain. Sometimes I'm wrong. We're gonna go through this area and see if there's. Actually, no, I don't want any more items, do I? No. Now I've got a good weapon. We're just gonna crack on. I wonder if there's any info on the giant hands in this game. Where the giant hands come from, It's like there's giants here, and there's giant hands. But are they the same? Are they the same thing? Actually, on both accounts, I might give that one to my wife, though, since she just doesn't make her own. Fair enough. I get that. I'm the same. I have, like, my phone account, My second account is only for when I'm on mobile. Then you reach those points where you're like, oh, but what if I want to say hi to someone who knows it's me on my regular account, but I'm on my phone, so you gotta log out, log back in again. Yes, Jax, what's up? Could you check the statistics on all damn night again? Yeah, I can do that. Right now, or? Yeah, okay, let me get to this grace. There's a grace right here, but I can't quite remember where it is. There's an item in the mouth of that thing. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Where's the grace? It's down here somewhere. Because the fire giant's just over there. Is it over here? It's over here. So we've actually stopped ourselves from seeing any items, which is good. Why, Jax? Why did you want me to check? What did you do? Did you listen to All Damn Night like 1,000 times? So I'm not sure if that actually does anything. I can make cover art? Okay. Now, this was a boss I'm fairly sure I fought off stream, because I didn't realize it was necessary. So I'm going to let you guys see like the cutscenes and stuff. Is there an opening cutscene to this? playing it on repeat since you started streaming. That's really, I really appreciate it. Bad start, Jack. Bad start. So this is the fire giant. His name's Ted. He's very big. He has an absolutely obscene amount of health. He uses a big plate. That's his deal. He's got a big plate. Now his broken leg, or his breaking leg, he's got a leg that's all like infected. Now the splint's gone, so he can't walk very well. But he can now pull fire out of his belly. Oh god, oh my god. I don't know his moveset particularly well. Oh my god! Wasn't expecting that to be a full-on Kamehame. Kamehame. Probably not the best time to do that. Go, little shield dudes, go! Little shield dudes, fight giant shields, dude. That was my whole head. Maybe I should be using the zappy gun. You know? It's a normal shield to him. True, true. In fact, it's quite a small shield. It's like a plate to him. Hang on. One thing I need to sort out. I've currently got 3 blue flasks, and I don't want 3 blue flasks. 6 regular flasks. That's what Danny likes. I can also summon Alexander for this fight, can't I? But is that cheap? No, I summoned Melina for the for Margaret. Where's Alexander's thing? Oh no. You can only summon him after you've done Radahn. Oh shit. Well, it's not. Annihilated my shield, guys. Should probably level them up. I like summons when it's story relevant, makes it feel more dramatic. Yeah, agreed. Maybe we should do. Do we do Radahn or the Fire Giant? Both of them are terrible options. Both of them are difficult boss fights. Also, Jax, I don't know if I said when you told me what you've been doing, but thank you for listening to my song. If anyone would like to listen to my new song who hasn't heard it, !new song. It's a song I made a couple of years ago. Released it last year. I think last year. Oh wait, do I need to use the summoning boy? Oh, I can't. if I just sit his heel, he can't really do much, can he? Unless he does that. Really good to have the rivers of blood in this one. Does almost kills me. I have no armor on. He rolls so far. What was that? Ow. Just to draw some of the fire away, literally. What? I've never seen that attack before. I really hate his mouth belly. It's really disturbing. I think you need status for this guy. Status. Whatever you want to say it. Mouth bussy vibes. Well, if I hit the exposed part, it was shitload damage to him. I don't know what he's doing. He's too big. Braided pubes. He does have braided pubes. Can I crit him? Can I crit him? No. I can't remember what to do when he falls over. Wow, he squished me. Maybe Sword of Night and Flame isn't the best weapon to take on a fire dude. Or maybe I should go upgrade it some more. Should I go upgrade it more? Let's go upgrade it more. I know what boys like. I know what guys want. Lighting some incense to set the mood. My braided poop boy. All over my head.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arms then.
I have no money, do I? Oh my god, I have 4 Newman's runes. How many is that? 50k.
Like all no matter.
Fully upgraded sword. Does 617 damage. Yeah, it's not bad.
I am. Would you like then? Good.
Hey, Roger. Oh, Roger dead. Like, he's got the death stuff coming out of him. Oh, he's actually dying. I was kind of memeing, but I think he's dead. I've never done Regier's questline. Oh no, the fingers have gone hard.
You know the fingers shake when they are but no matter.
Yeah, the fingers are the fingers with the fingers with the. Let's get some better armor. Beast champion armor. I don't have to buy the items that I see. Was Beast champion altered? Hell yeah, that's better armor. So fast mode. Fast moding, fast rolling. Really shouldn't read while doing that. Cosmic arthritis be a bitch. Do you reckon that's what's happening? Cosmic arthritis? Ba 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 ya la la ba ya la la ba. We'll give it a couple more attempts at this. If not, we'll go take on Radahn. Because we tried to take on Radahn without summoning anybody, but I think you're right, Nihil. I think if it's for plot reasons, it makes sense if you're allowed to summon. Can you do this whole fight on the horse? Would that be any easier? He does the big slam attack, though, which you have to get off the horse to avoid. It's very difficult to control on the horse. And ruin the Radahn festival? Never. What, by killing Radahn or not summoning? Sorry, I have a little window up here that shows me what I look like, and occasionally I like to look directly at it like I'm on The Office. You know? And someone says something, I'm like... You know? We're not summoning. Okay, if this fails again, we'll go to Radahn, because then we can summon Alexander for this fight. I can still summon these boys for this fight, can't I? So that is not a way of avoiding that. I kind of thought it was, but it's not. That fast. Oh yeah, you just got to do it on the horse. That's where I went wrong last time, because I summoned Alexander. Oh my god. God, I felt that one right in the face. No, 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 no. Ooh, no, 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 no. Is that thing just gonna keep going until it explodes? Okay, what just happened? Torrent died and I have no idea how or why. Torrent just decided to not be alive anymore. Make this incredibly difficult, Torrent. Oh! Okay, that time I kind of understood what happened to Torrent. Get in there. Let me get in there. Let me slap your leg around. Damn it! The iframes of getting on and off the horse are really hard to use. You can use them. They're very, very difficult to like consistently use. That's just like an AoE fire spell, that's fine. It's a party, if you go to it by yourself, just don't do the party equals the cost because the music is too loud and it's only 6 PM. Okay, I don't want to be that guy. I fucked up big time. Leave me alone, Fire Daddy. Does he get hurt by that explosion? Very much. Tried to get off the horse in the exact same frame. It did not work. We got him halfway. What do you think, Nihil? Do we do Radahn or do we continue with Fire Giant? I'm gonna let you pick. What if he's sitting in a corner and crying? Okay. Buy some Radahn. Deal. Pet dog, you're a hoe. Chamber outside the plaza. That's where Radahn Daddy lives. In the chamber outside the plaza. That's where Radahn Daddy lives.
The stars have aligned. The festival. The festival.
We've done this. We know this is up. Alpha some mercy by killing him. Sorry. Oh, this is hard to look at. You gotta slap the statues. You know. That face, that was beautiful. My face or the character? My headphones made that so much worse. What's wrong with these headphones you've got? Looking at that too, watch. Wait, this is a bad idea. Oh, God. Who's the big one? There isn't a big one, it's just... Yeah, send me a picture of these headphones. I want to see how bad they are. That'd be funny if the casual greeting was instead replaced with like a really shit weapon that we couldn't use. Who's this over here? Ow. Cool, let's do this. Okay, he's still shooting me. Let's go summon the fingerbane as well as going. Okay. Straight for me, eh? We'll do a fair bit of damage. Patches return to his... Does Patches just bail? I've never got Patches in this fight. Does Patches literally just bail on this fight? That's funny. And very Patches, to be fair. I think we're dead. I didn't realize that happens. I've never had Patches for this fight. Last time I found Patches after I'd completed the game, like before I went to New Game Plus. So when I found him, I one-shot him, so I didn't realize that halfway through the fight he goes, "Oh, please don't kill me." I just killed him. They're not even like, they're literally just a plastic stick with some foam. Ah. Okay. Came with extreme prejudice anyway. Well, I need to make sure I know which one is Patches so I don't summon him again. What's this here? There's something here that won't let me track. Oh, don't do that. That's the one I don't want. There's an item there. Oh god, there's an item there. Okay, that's fine. Whew. I was worried it was going to be a weapon or something. Who's this? Oh, that's Blythe. Okay. Oh, that's Patches. Okay. Does Patches just appear and then just give up? I want to see what he does. He's in some fights for a bit. Does he just know about when he gets to half health? What am I doing? This thing has a busted combo, right? It doesn't reach me. Can it seriously not reach from here? I'll do the other one, the big flame one. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage! Is that the busted thing with this weapon? I never really used this weapon. Is that the broken thing? That was how you use the iframes going off the horse effectively. It's half health. It's gonna get nighttime soon. Where's all my summons? Where's all my summons? Okay. That's fine, that's fine. I really wish you could, like, abuse that in some way. He just doesn't react. Maybe sometimes she just healed him. Did she heal him? Should I try and bait him into the sea? Sometimes they're dying like slightly under the ground and you can't summon them again. Follow this Twitter account. They said I would get a cookie, but I have no evidence of a cookie. You should sue them. It doesn't seem fair. I'll promise people cookies and then not give them cookies. It's false advertising. Maybe they meant like web cookies, browser cookies. This is such an adorable name for we're secretly stealing your data. Go on, Alexander! Go on, Alexander! Do it! Winged Abyss Begotten Ashes, actually not bad. Cute. I can't remember what this cutscene is. Interesting point to note that sword on the floor is Radahn's. Yeah, Radahn was stopping a meteorite or a falling star or something, wasn't he? Yes, Channel, what's up? I will check it in a little bit, Janice. The only problem is that if I tab out of the game, I've got to close the game because if I tab out, everything will go really laggy again. So it'll go back to Steam. Presumably so his sister doesn't fuck up the status quo. What?
What a glory of the falling. I can't fathom how he was a living legend. The path has now been cleared. To Nokla. Let's meet whether we'll take up our...
For Mistress Rani.
Aye. One hit after that, and I saw.
But don't you, as luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait. The body. Who could expect...
Star falling is what opens the path to Nokron, which is what Rani wanted to kill her two fingers. I thought you were saying about Millennia. Because while she is technically Radahn's stepsister, or half sister, not a full sister, right? All I know is all the characters are related in some respect. Applying for a job, nice. What are you applying for? Oh, this is good stream. Actually, never mind. I can't because you have to be 18 plus, so I can't play. Fair enough. I'm gonna go to this area over here where there's a little hidden catacombs. We're gonna go for the catacombs and see if we find anything fun. And then we'll head to the giant. Now we can summon Alexander. Makes the fight a lot easier. I think this is what you need to summon Alexander. I know I said I would stream till 9, but I'm thinking now, because tomorrow's my first day back at work after 2 weeks. I haven't had any lunch, or any dinner, sorry, and I haven't got anything sorted. I might finish the stream a little earlier today, if that's okay with you guys. Because I'll be streaming tomorrow anyway, so we can carry this on then. But I might finish up at 8 instead of 9. That is. I can't think, or at least know of any reason for him to be holding the star back that does this very specific thing. Well, the way that these games work is usually it's like, it's something that happens before they go crazy. You know, like the Abyss Watchers fight the Abyss despite the fact that they are the Abyss, which is why they kill each other. Maybe he was hiding Rani before he went mad, you know. I was going to apply for this stream as concept artist. I could lie, but then that's worse. Yeah, never do that. I didn't know you did art though, Pet Dog. I need some art for cover of my new, or the song that I'm releasing. But then I don't know if I'm releasing it as a full EP or what, so I'm gonna hold off for a bit before I sort any of that. I'm just gonna go straight. Oh, I can't go straight to the boss, can I? I'm gonna work actually. Yeah, Runa. Okay, well you're in the Discord, aren't you, Pet Dog? Just heal, just heal, just heal. Okay, cool, cool. Just let me go through the window. Let me go through the window and do the thing. And then you can do whatever you want to me, alright? You look really hurt if you shoot me. Okay. Oh. I can't unlock. What the hell? Oh, this fucking... Some of the text stays on screen so long it's impossible to do anything when it's on there. It's always fun. Good to know these are rumors. To be fair, Janice, they're like that with every time you get new headphones. So crystal darts make stone enemies lose track of friend and foe. They attack over. Interesting. Oh lord, the job was going to be paid to us. Don't lie on a resume. It's not a good thing to do. That did 1,400 damage. I thought this thing had been nerfed. This was the version of this boss fight I hated. Because it's just not fun. It's just... Like, this enemy alone is just annoying as shit, and then to fight it when it does Scarlet Rot, it's just not. I do my best to cheese every single one of these. Yeah, I just the fights just are a bit janky. Do you know what I mean? Like the animations are wonky. It's just really difficult to fight. I think what I'm going to do exactly what you said. I'm going to cheese it. I am going to use all my flasks. I'll keep one. And I'm just going to keep doing the L2R2. And absolutely annihilate this thing. Oh, it's because of the fire. I'm sorry, I have a problem with your fire. Because I could summon my boys, drink up, and then they would aggro, and then I could just tear into them, right? Yeah, I could do exactly that. Attack these boys. Well, I'm dead. If it grabs you, you're dead. Because it Scarlet Rots you as soon as it hits you, and then by the times it does the fire attack, you've already lost 3/4 of your health to Scarlet Rot. So if it grabs you, you're dead. We'll just have to try that again. Can I summon again? I can't summon again, can I? Can I summon again? Yes, I can. Try to get grabbed this time, Jack. What? How did that still do damage to me? I don't understand this thing's moveset. I'm gonna run away and heal, let them take aggro, and then I'm gonna start fucking them up. It's also stupidly fast, I think. My spell on him? No. What is happening right now? She's doing a big floppy attack. I need to wait for it to do the grab attack. Oh, it's more susceptible to fire in this phase. What? I can't tell what it's doing. Stun, stun, stun. Stun. That is that bullshit in the Ashen Capital is 3 of them in one spot. I'm so glad, I'm so happy that they made it so you don't have to kill those to get the item. You can just run past them. Because if it was like a Ring of Blades +2 situation, I don't think I would even bother. I don't think I would care. Do I even have the stuff to upgrade? No, I don't have the stuff to upgrade my shield boys. So they're just fodder. They don't do anything. I did out of spite, my weapon was cheese. What weapon were you using that was that cheesy? Estelle's wing. I don't know what that is. At least I don't think I know what it is. I wonder if the L2R1 is effective on this thing. Let's try it. Does a fair bit of damage, but not as much as the other one. It's gonna hit me still. Yeah, just stay in the corner. Just stay in the corner. always wipes them out. Stun, please. I really dislike this boss fight. Still bug wing. I'll read the message in a second. 2 more of these. That's the grab. Okay. I can't even lock onto it. It won't even lock on. Oh no. It's literally a tiny version of Estelle's bug wing. The skill is crazy strong against large enemies, quick stagger, big damage. I don't know what Estelle's wing is though. Which one's Estelle's wing? I hate to play this game more, man. I've only really done, I guess, 1 3/4 playthroughs, I would say. Do I have anything that can increase like my damage? Exalted meat or anything? Nope. Stella's the cosmic skull pincer dragon. Oh yeah, okay. I remember the weapon because it's like a little bug wing, isn't it? It looks really weird. I don't even think you get anything for killing this thing. I'll get 1 item, which will most likely be a waste of time. Wow. They got fucked up. Inside it. I'm inside it. Be fine though. Grab. Now what are you going to do to follow-up grab? Does it really matter? It's still going to hurt. This thing has some similar moves to what's she called? The furry thing from Bloodborne. Amelia, Bigger Amelia. It did the praying slam thing that Amelia does. No. I want to do that. It follows it up with a very quick grab attack, I think. Or this, that'll do. Please just stun. I don't know how they hit me. Oh, I hate this boss. Why is this boss a thing? Why do they use it 9 times in the entire game? Oh. That's so annoying. That is so frustrating. I gotta do all that again. of the only attack that it actually telegraphs is the grab attack. The rest of them are all just kind of random. That's the trickiest thing about this boss, is that there's just no way of telling what it's doing. It's just flopping around, and at any moment parts of it can cause damage or not. I guess that's a tail whip, right? So that's the grab attack. Grab attack is the only one I know when it's coming. From the pet dog. But lost this. Do the grab, do the grab. What are you doing? It's just dancing. I didn't hit it. Now I just have to bait out its grab attack, basically. Or any attack like that that's just I can predict. What? I rolled away from that, but it sort of grabbed me with it and pulled me, and then the hitbox hit me. Oh, I hate this boss so much. I think I'm not going to waste my one of my Ashen Estus on summoning the boys. I think it's just a waste of time. I think I'm just gonna go in and set fire to this bitch. Oh, baby, I love you when. F the boys, good that man. Oh my god, I did 2,000 damage. Do I do more damage when I don't have my boys? Doesn't make sense, right? Did I charge it? I don't think I charged it. Hello? L2R2 did nothing. Hey TK, how are you? Oh. I'm very well, thank you. Welcome into some more Elden Ring. How did I hit? Oh god! Good to see you again too. What have you been up to? Okay, so I think this is grab attack, right? No, this is floppy head. Floppy head. This is AoE. Apparently a lot bigger than I thought it was. Now this is grab. So now I do this. I just hit L2R2 and it didn't do anything. Don't click links people send you, pet dog. That's interneting 101. Never click a link that someone sends you. Unless you know exactly what it is and you've asked for it. It's just a brilliant way of seeing things you're not prepared to see. Yeah, I would report that person for sending you that. This thing loves just exploding randomly. I think I'm starting to learn its pattern. I think I'm starting to learn it. Hang on. I just realized I was way too far now. I don't know if I did better that time without the boys or worse. It's only one Ashen Estus to summon the boys, so maybe I should just summon the boys. What do we think? Boys or no boys? Hydra is a good shout. Boys, always boys? Okay, summon the boys. We've already taken a hit, which is bad. I didn't even realize that was an attack. It just walked into me and took down 3/4 of my health. The problem with deploying the boys, though, is I don't get a chance to do the initial attack, which does extra damage. I'm going to try this time without the boys, so that I can get the initial attack out. Let's see what happens. There's a bunch of items in them. Go see if any of them are useful. But I don't know if it's worth it, you know? Yeah, because if I don't deploy the boys, I can walk forward now. L2, R2. Get a hit off before it's even aggroed. Regardless. What is that? Just a big floppy attack. Do the grab. Yeah, cool. Fire! Fire 2! We should deploy the boys phase 2. Nah, because if he does that, it's just going to kill him instantly. No one likes floppy putrid tree spirits. I could probably abuse that as long as I wasn't in a place that the fire was, which is most of the arena. Fire! So I'm learning it sort of has two stances. It's got like its main stance, and then it's got its like low down stance where it can only really do a couple of attacks. Drink. hurt. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna grab me. Oh my god, he went over me. I say he. This thing is of incredibly questionable gender. Oh, it's miles away. Oh, damn sword knight of flame took like good RNG. Yeah, the problem is that against a boss like this, it does nothing. Well, the L2R2 is doing a fair bit of damage, but it's difficult to use in a fight. I just hate this boss. I think this is the only boss in the whole of Elden Ring that I have thought is a bit shit. You know? Like, there are other bosses that have redeeming qualities. They're like a cool boss, or they've got like interesting story, or a few cool moves. This thing is just a big floppy snake thing that doesn't telegraph its attacks, and this one poisons you. It's just kind of dumb. We tried calling it a dingus. Let's try it. Let's try it. This is it. This is it. Come here, dingus. Gods can do it. At least gods can do it. They telegraph their attacks. It's kind of bullshit, but they at least telegraph what they're doing. This thing just flops around and occasionally causes damage. Like, it's so hard to tell if it has an active hitbox or not. Is it going to attack? Is it going to be a delayed attack? What is it going to do? So that grab attack is the only one that I can, like, read. The rest of them are all just fucking random. I'm dead already. No, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. It's to do that every time it flops its head around. Because then I can get, like, stagger on it. Because I think a big problem is we can't stagger it. The fire doesn't do stagger damage. I feel like it's also capable of, like, really, really, really delaying some of its attacks. Feels like a boss that would be good in Sekiro. I just think this... It doesn't telegraph its attacks well. It's just a gluttonous blob, you know? There's no, like... I know, I like enemies that, like, telegraph their attacks and fight in such a way that it's, like... For example, Radagon was a really interesting boss fight. Because he telegraphed his attacks, but also his attacks were damaging and he had combos and stuff. But it wasn't like they were unfair, they were just quick. Whereas this thing, it can flop around, and sometimes it flops around and doesn't do any damage. Sometimes it flops around and one-shots you. There's no, like, rhyme or reason to it. It's just random. Or if there is a tell, I haven't worked it out yet. Like, that's the same build-up as nearly every one of his other attacks, but it flops his head down. And it's much, much quicker. That attack is just... I've never seen that attack before. It's going to do... Fire Breath attack. Okay, I can abuse the Fire Breath attack, because it's slow. Flop, maybe? No? Gonna grab? Haven't fought it. How have you never fought this boss? This is like... There's like 7 of these. The only difference is this one poisons you. It does Scarlet Rock. Do the grab, do the grab. Run over here and drink this. This is going slightly better than usual. Go to dungeons? Oh, do the dungeons. Some of the best content's the dungeons. But then I'm the type of person that genuinely enjoyed doing Chalice dungeons. Oh, if you hit him in the head, it does additional damage. No, not like this. Not like this. Come on, just kill, just kill, just kill. I genuinely didn't know whether that was me or him. We did it for a golden rune and that was it! Oh, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Okay, let's go down the bottom and see if there's any additional stuff. I don't even know why we went in here. There's no point in going in here in a randomized run because it's never going to drop anything good. Even the thing that it gives you one of the archers, which is like, okay, that's okay. That's an okay thing to get. But for how difficult and frustrating the boss fight is, it's just not worth it. Okay. We got a good weapon now, though. Let's go try and take on Fire Giant. Now we've got a fully upgraded weapon and we can summon Alexander. Let's go take on Fire Giant. See if we can kill him in the next 40 minutes. Venom. At least it didn't give you a dagger. Very true, it didn't give me a weapon. Which, yeah, would have been terrible. I don't really know what this weapon needs. We're just going to keep doing strength because most likely if we get a weapon we can't use it because of strength because we now have 24 intelligence and faith. Which is quite a lot for a sword. Arguably it's the best straight sword in the game though, except that one that does sleep damage. Which I've never, or not sleep damage, but like the one that does sleep. Which I've never worked out how to get. Where's Alexander's thing? How do you get Alexander as a summon here? I can't see it. Yeah, Centrina's sword. That's an amazing weapon. In PvP at least, it's an amazing weapon. Dual wield that and you can put someone asleep in one attack. And then you get 2 extra hits on them, and then you just chain it. Just stun them. Is it the other entrance? Oh, that makes a lot more sense. So I came from... Which one did I come from? I came from this one, so he must be over here. Oh, I came from this one. How many entrances are there? I thought there's only 2 entrances. Dodge that way alone. Watching this dude roll around is hilarious. He's just so big and silly. Staring up at giant Grundle. It wasn't going to end well. Let's see if we can find the find where Alexander is. Yeah, oh, he must be up there because he's actually in the boss area, isn't he? It's not like you summon him outside, then go through the gate. He's actually in the boss area. We could also go take on the Okina, but the Rivers of Blood is broken as shit, and I can't really be bothered to do that fight. To be perfectly honest with you. You have to enter from this way to get him. So. What am I missing? High pass, bypass. What am I missing? Ow. Welcome back, boss. Are you curious as to what we're doing? You're messing with my ability to be funny. Maybe I should just do the L2R2s on him. How much damage is the L2R2 going to do to him? Because he's a fireball. Did you talk to Alexander at the volcano? No, we haven't been up there yet. Oh, I kind of forgot you need to do that. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh no, I need to turn this on. Fire! 600 damage? It's okay. It's kind of okay. Well, there's one. 3,000 damage. I thought this sword got nerfed. I realize now that I didn't put my thingies back. And by that I mean get my other flask. Look at this, look at this. Yeah, we haven't been to the volcano yet. Maybe we should. Because I feel like he would really help with this fight. I'm excited to get back to the giant with my new Bleed Frost scythe. Yeah, pretty awesome. Where have we been? Oh, I remember. We bailed because we couldn't kill the two, what are they called? The bzzz and the wid. You know? You guys know. Right? You know what I'm talking about. The bzzz and the wood. Oh, we're still fucking sat here with 5 Ashmasters. What are they called? Nihil, you must know what the bzzz and the wood are called. Right? You can't summon in this fight, which makes this extremely difficult. The Abductor Virgins! That's definitely not what I thought they were called. Get both of them. Get both of them. Hell yeah! Holy shizzle. Damn it. Spooky. Please get me out of this corner. It's not fair, but I can just be stuck in a corner. Okay, cool. Get out of me. Die. Cool. I gotta... Oh, I replaced my weapon! To be fair, Black Knife is not that much of a problem. like that. Okay. Does that actually do death blow? Unleash the power of the Rune of Death to fire off a blade-like projectile. In addition to dealing immediate damage, the blade reduces the enemy's maximum HP and continues to wear down HP for a while. Interesting. But yeah, this is the first time I've actually been down here, so we'll probably end up replacing this weapon pretty soon. But we're in the volcano. Whichever isn't the bleed version. Oh yes, the bleed. Well, we've had the Reduvia, which is a very similar weapon, but the bleed one. We had a +9 one, I think. +10 one, which was amazing. Yeah, this isn't particularly good as a. Oh yeah, it does the Malekith's sword thing. Not bad. Yeah, is the bleed version literally just like a bleed version of this, or is it actually a completely different weapon? Because yeah, the Reduvia is basically the same thing, right? Bum 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 bum. I think so. The Moog Nobles use it. Yeah, the Reduvia. I think it's the same weapon. You can get it quite early on from the thing the dude that invades you near Patches. No worries, Giles. Have a good luck. Thank you for the luck. I appreciate it. But the character really has to lean down to get that down there, right? I hit Y. But I should be really good against the giant. Really? Shall I try and take him on? It doesn't bleed, though. I don't know how much. Do I have enough upgrade stuff? Is it? I've got plenty of upgrade stuff, to be honest. It's a special weapon, isn't it? So it'll be special upgrades. So somber smithing stones. Okay. It'll knock off huge chunks with the death rune. I don't have the death rune. But let's go upgrade it to whatever level we can get this thing to. And then try it again.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your arm.
We won't +10 it, we're going to +9 it. Just because we don't have that many ancient dragon stones. Foot of the Forge. But it does 370 and it scales with Dex. Which our Dex is like 12? Yeah, 12. But we're only in this for the L2, so... Which again, we're going in with 5 cerulean tears. We need more golden seeds, actually. How many golden seeds do we have? We have 1 golden seed. But let's see how much the L2 of this weapon actually does. Just can't dodge that attack, can you? If you're on a horse, you just accept that that attack's going to hit you. does do a fair chunk of damage. It's a shame I can't shoot him more than twice. Okay, that's where the problem's gonna lie, though, in trying to do this repeatedly. Can I fire more than one? And again. I think we're dead. No. There's no business like show business. I don't know what's happening. Just do it, just do it. Jack, just do it. Go. Is that stack? I have no idea. I mean, it's a fair amount of damage. It's just getting it to hit is difficult. If I can... What's the range on it? How far long range is it? Okay, so it's a lot longer range than I was treating it as. I was treating it like it was the Sacred Blade Ash of War, because I went through a lot of the game using that. Yeah, very low requirements. It was 18 faith is the tricky requirement. Where do you get the black knife in game? So I think just slashing is not going to do the job. Black Knife Assassin in Altus Plateau drops it. Oh, yeah, no, I remember. Near one of the first big edgy anime dragons, right? I love that you know exactly what I mean by the edgy anime dragons. So, for example, can I hit him from here? Yep. And then jumping attack. That's nothing. Lanisiacs, yeah. They've all got pretty funky ass names. But can I hit him from here? Let's see if I can hit him from here. No. So it is quite short range. They're very saxy dragons. Concentrating here. I have no time for your hilarious commentary. It's an AoE, right? No, that's just that. It's gonna hurt. Ow. Okay, we're almost phase 2. We haven't phase 2'd this guy yet. I think he takes a bit more damage in phase 2, right? I'd like to think so. Okay, cool. Great cutscene. Best cutscene. da, da. I think I'm fine, right? I don't know this phase particularly well. I used a bleed weapon last time, he was easy. So, note to self, he lays down and flops around for a little bit, and then he does this, and a volcano erupts out of his belly button. Just remember that for next time, Jack. Can't Souls bosses just be normal and call an ambulance or something? Yeah, they've always got to like rip part of themselves off and then scream and then realize they're inner demons and then become their true form. It's all very anime. It's all very like, you're beating me in a fight, I'm gonna become a demigod, you know? Because I wonder what happens like to all the people who to all the people who fought this guy and got him to half health before this, that he recovered from. Did he turn into that version and then, like I just did, you know, immediately got one shot? Did he just go, oh, okay, I guess I should probably ring up my health insurance. Tell them about my broken leg. Well, it's actually no, it's now an amputated leg. Kind of dealt with that myself. Probably should. The damage over time is really handy, because it means that he might stun while he's away from me. Oh, fuck, they're dead. Better put the leg back up. Yeah, amygdala does it too, or amygdala, however you pronounce that word. Like, tears off 2 arms, actually. Yeah, amygdala does. I started fat rolling, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know what happened. Ropes falling. It's true, actually. Yeah, they've clearly been repaired before. That's why there's like a bone and the rope and everything on their leg. Always thought it was so stupid that amygdala didn't just bleed out when she ripped her arms off. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to do because she's got so many, she's just like, and just tears her own arms off. It's a very, I mean, it's very ineffective. I mean, the amygdala can literally shoot lasers out of their face and they tear off 2 of their arms in order to fight. That seems regressive. It seems like that would give you a disadvantage. I don't know why you can't lock onto it from here. Radine, you can lock onto it from like 500 feet away. This dude's just like, nah, mate. You're right in front of me. That attack is a bit too quick, but the follow-up on that is kind of nuts. Stop! Maybe you're meant to fight this thing on your horse, because like some of the attacks just make them move so far away it's really difficult to get any ground on them. Hold on. I might get that. That's chopping it off the shield. There are literally gallons of blood just gushing out of her arms mid-fight. Yeah, but I mean, that's Bloodborne in general. Every enemy's like that, you know. How are we killing this thing by just slapping its leg over and over again? I mean, we're doing spooky voodoo magic to it, which is stealing its life force. I don't know. Out of curiosity, what's just stopping you from running up to the chain? Is there actually something stopping you? Can I just run past? I'm guessing this is actually a boss. That's not like a field boss, right? Yeah, because I've seen people like doing challenge runs and stuff get walled by this thing. Well, wind wall. Interesting. Damn it. I need more. I need more. It's gonna roll away so they can cast fire on me. But I hit it just before I did it. But I hit it just before I did it. Put it in a pan. Do the bit out flirty, I'm flying. Fire! Really? Drinks some of the blue juice. Some that blue juice. Some that blue juice. Some that blue juice. Blue juice! AoE. It's very hard to tell what's an AoE and what's not. Yeah, it's like an obstacle course. Look at you. I'm very small compared to you. Fire! Didn't expect that attack. This is fine. This is fine. I would get on my horse, but I can't use the Ashes of War on the horse. Okay. Other foot. Oh, it does work on the other foot, but doesn't do as much damage. So now run the hell away. Yeah, I don't know this phase well enough. All I know is that's a lot of AoE stuff. So I'm just going to let him do this bit. I've only actually got 2 more of these in me. So unless I've got something that restores AFP, yeah, why not? Okay, so we can summon 2 of those now. That's interesting. This is going to be 2 of those. Which are delayed, so you can't dodge them unless you're running. Okay. Something I've always thought is weird in Dark Souls is that back in the age where everyone thing is all chill, couldn't some guy just kill a bunch of people and become really strong? Yeah, that's essentially what happened. Right? There was peace, and then there was dark. And then there was fire. Then Gwyn found the fire and was like, mate, I'ma fuck you all up. And then he did. Dark Souls lore. I've always found it interesting that in a bunch of Dark Souls stories, there's always the dude who became really big and strong by just eating a bunch of people. Squid got eaten himself. No, we killed him. Gwendolyn got eaten. Well, that was a waste of one. Look at my horse is amazing. Give it a lick, it tastes just like raisins. Now that's the corpse of Gwendolyn. That's Gwyn's son. How's the run going so far? It's going okay. We're having to kill Fire Giant using a black knife, which is fun. We did have a Knight of Sword and Flame before this, but it wasn't really doing much. And then we killed the boss that drops this. So it's going. It's going. How are you though, Barely? Phase 2, just phase 2. Just do it, just do it. Do it, you coward. Oh, phase 2, right? No, it won't. It's so close to phase 2. Hit it, hit it, hit it! Oh, no. I'm just gonna have to running attack it. Doing pretty good, thank you. Finally got a knife, so we're just chilling. Nice, nice. But yeah, so this is a completely randomized item run. We have to use whatever item we get given. We've had some good ones so far. We defeated Morgott with a Rivers of Blood, which was easy. What was the last thing we did? We had a Sword of Night and Flame for one of the Putrid Tree Avatar things. And now we're trying to kill the Fire Giant. Oh, we just killed Radahn, but Radahn was relatively easy with the Sword of Night and Flame. Yeah, I don't know this thing's moveset well enough to know what to do in this situation, so I'm just going to let him do some things. And then just hit him with this. Absolutely nothing. Lucky. Do I still do bonus damage to his leg? I don't know what just killed my horse. Left. His roll did that? Yeah, I fought this dude with a bleed build in my first playthrough. So he was relatively easy. Because he bleeds really quickly. Unfortunately, this weapon doesn't really bleed damage, so now I'm out of FP, I have no idea what to do. Oh, his hand's all fucked up. Can I hit his roll does more damage than any of his other attacks. Shit, I'm not really sure what to do. That's sick, honestly. I'm literally got through right now, but just don't have the time to commit. In like a regular playthrough. Like a vanilla playthrough. With how good the Fire Giant is at rolling, do you think he does it in his spare time? Yeah, I'd be interesting to know more lore on the Fire Giant. There isn't really much context as to why he's here. What physics tiers do you have? That one, and that one. So the ones I'm not using is equip load and rune loss. I mean, what we could do is we could run through and find some more items, but that there's a risk there of us losing our weapon. I've seen that item, so I have to go get it. Is it purple? It's not a purple. Ah, fucking hell, I forgot about that. Don't risk it. Okay. I really hate this thing. Am I? Okay. How does one lose a weapon in this run? Well, I have to use whatever item I'm given. So if I have my +9 black knife and I find a +2 broadsword, I have to replace it with that. It automatically replaces my weapon. Do I think I should risk it? Okay, let's try him again. Let's just try him again. I don't know what I'm meant to do in phase 2 though, because unless I can directly hit his wrist or leg, I'm not going to do the damage. Little Laura knows that Alexander thinks he's as strong as a god. Interesting. Kind of interesting looking at. Are there duplicates? Not that I know of, no. However, every version of a weapon does exist. So, as far as I know, like, the weapon I picked up earlier was a Knight of Sword and Flame +7. I think it's entirely possible that I could pick up a Sword of Knight and Flame +8. Phase 2 is more of the same, just hitting its general direction. Okay. Cool. What's happening? What's happening? I think I can cover enough ground that he doesn't do any fire attacks. Because this isn't an attack, he just pulls fire out. Mouth. It's weird fucking mouth chest. Now to give tips, of course you can. Yeah, more than happy to backseeing. It hit his chest. I don't know if that does how much damage that does. Phase 2 hit the eyes and hands. Okay. Interesting. Am I going to hit him in the eyes? Do you mean like his big, like, his big chest eye? What do you mean like his actual eyes? This guy's anatomy is all over the place. It's very difficult to describe him. The big chest eye, okay. I'm not sure what we can do for that. We'll see, we'll see. I'm understanding his moveset a bit more. There's only a couple of moves that I actually need to be wary of. That I actually need to dodge. The rest of them I can just sort of strafe around him. My plan originally was to go... the reason we killed Radahn was because we were meant to go around Volcano and get Alexander to help us. But, yeah. Regular attacks do decent damage, so you can save FP. Yeah, no, I noticed that. I did like 900 damage on a jumping R2, which was pretty good damage considering this thing only has 373 AR. But I guess it's doing split damage and it does additional damage on his leg, so... Perfect. So I'll hit him with one L2 and then do jumping attacks. This attack I have to dodge. Jumping attack's the way to go? Okay. That attack I don't even need to properly dodge, I just walk past him. Awesome. Make sure I get his hand. There you go, look at that. 3,200 damage. I know that wasn't strictly the whole thing. Imagine a boss randomizer. I cannot wait until they're enemy randomizers. I'm so looking forward to that. Doors of Ash. I've not played Doors of Ash. I would love to. It's not good when you lose track of this guy. I literally lost him for a second there. I was like, where'd he go? Oh, I probably didn't need to do that. That was really bad. Some of his attacks are just so fast. So annoying. Wait. Oh no, I know the fucking stuff. Hang on. So that is my opportunity. I need to wait till he does that. And then hit the eye. So it does that, which turns you away from him, then he's going to do all the long range ones. Like you're in Volcano Manor, ready to fight Ricard, but in his place it's just Patches with his voice. That'd be amazing. Go in when he erupts, the stones don't drop directly next to him. That's a good shout. It's one of these things that you notice it like while it's happening. You're like, oh, I could go in and attack him now, you know. But it's fine. It's just, like I said, the first time I fought this guy, I thought he was quite easy because I did it with like a bleed build. Can't remember what I was using. It was a weird weapon I put bleed on. I think I used a bleed greatsword, which was surprisingly powerful. You're doing great, honestly. Thank you. Blades. Which twin bleed blades? I know Drum was using a twin bleed blade for a while. And Seppuku on 2 katanas, and it was just utterly broken. I just don't read channel files. I'm gonna try and roll away now. I got my horse so that you can't create too much space. Get underneath you before you do anything else. I don't know what killed him. I genuinely don't know what killed me. I think he did the exploding orb thing. It was just like inside him and I couldn't see it. It was honestly the hardest game in the entire boss for me. Yeah, I can see this being a tough boss. Like, if you don't have a certain type of build, I feel like this boss would be really, really difficult. For example, if you're forced to use a black knife to fight this guy. Something like we have anything else good to use. Like if we had a weapon that didn't have an effect on it, we could put bleed on it or something, you know? Put some bleed on it. Perfect, perfect! every time you break that, he runs away and does this. Which is good, because you get free hits on him. I can do this. Look, away from me. What? I've never seen him do that attack before. What does this mean? That wasn't the one I wanted to drink. I wanted to drink this one. Stay away. As long as there's not one underneath me, I'm fine. This guy doesn't have a fire extinguisher in his house. That is such a good metaphor for how this fight is, for how the Yom fight is. I mean, it's the same with Rickard, but at least it sort of makes sense in Rickard's case, because he sort of said, like, if I got too bad, kill me. And I guess Yom did the same thing, didn't he? He told, that's why Sigurd has a storm rule, because he said, if I get out of hand, kill me. But it doesn't explain why there's one in the house, in the building, does it? Okay, so this time, I'm gonna run at him. Come on, Biznich. Do a thing, go on. Why do I keep drinking that? Okay. Then run at him when he does this. Okay, now I just have to just use dagger damage. This is going to take a hot minute. What bits of him do more damage? Is it, you said his eyes and his arms? Oh, I see, his arms are all nasty. Oh, what is that attack? I have never seen an enemy that big move that quickly. He was like, smash. It was just fucking dumb. Starlight shot, yeah. I was doing well, that's fine. We killed Margit with a poison shield. Like, we'll do this, you know? I think a poison shield and a +2 longbow we killed Margit with. Can't remember what we killed Godfrey with. I remember the Godfrey by being quite easy. I think we were still using the poison shield. I think we had a secondary weapon though, but we just poisoned him and ran away. Sorry, Godric, not Godfrey. We haven't killed Godfrey. There's too many goddamn god names. Which apparently George R.R. Martin didn't do deliberately. All the main characters in this game, their names start with a G, and R, or an M. And George R.R. Martin claims it's a complete coincidence, despite writing all the characters. Methinks he's lying. Yeah, there was a few fights in this game that confused me. Like when you fight, like Margot, you're like, didn't I kill you earlier? such a good power stance with this with Reduvia. Me too. I've got 2 Reduvias as well. Like, it'd be so much fun just to absolutely shred this dude with bleed. Oh, he pushed me into it. Just hit it, just hit it. Go. What are the rules for the left-hand weapon? The same. I've got to keep the left-hand weapon, whatever it is. In the left hand can only be shields. Yeah, shields. I looked at chat. Why did I look at chat? It's the power of friendship in karate. Phase 2? Okay. Phase 2. I think I know what I'm doing now. Let's go. Pop some of this. Do something. Do something. Come at me, bruv. Yeah, okay, you do that, you do that. When I run at you and just slice you up. Just slice you up nice and small for dinner. Actually, that's DOT in first. Entering this. I don't know what that is. Oh, I did that. Yeah, Molini's blade has a thing like that. You know, it'd be neat if the weapon you previously had would move to your left hand when you picked up a new weapon. The thing is, though, is that shields have been quite useful in this game. I'm trying to think what boss it was, but one of the first bosses we came across, oh god, I'm trying to think now. We got one of the shields from the Exile guys in Stormvale. And it does bleed damage because it's got like barbed wire across it. And there was a boss we came across that was weak, really, really weak to bleed. And we shredded it with a shield. So the shields can be really useful. I mean, the poison shield, we wouldn't have been able to kill Margit if it wasn't for the poison shield. Make sure it doesn't hit his hand. Welcome back, Janos. How are you? Welcome to Jack Fights the Big Fire Boy. That might have been a really bad time to heal. Oh, God. Might be dead here. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's doing this. It's fine. Waste. I thought I was far enough away. Yeah, Exile Knight Armor is really good. I used it for a while. But yeah, I didn't realize the shield actually, because it's got barbed wire on it, if you use the shield as a weapon, it does bleed damage. Unless we got like a bleed version, because we can also get like, for example, our shield is currently keen, which means it scales with dex. I don't know if that's something that happens actually in the game, or whether that's just something the mod does. Because, for example, we picked up the Meteorite Staff before, and it was +2, despite the fact the Meteor Staff can't be leveled up. So, you know, the mod might make a few weird things like that. Still have my headphones, but it's fine. You're not fighting the same guy as earlier. I am indeed. Janice, this is the Souls experience right here. You fight the same guy for hours. I said I was going to finish stream 20 minutes ago, but I have not finished stream yet. These games teach you patience, if nothing else. Patch fixed impossible weapons for the mod? No, that was a most recent patch. So plus 15 shields? Yes. I think this shield's actually more than that. Oh, plus 15, yeah. Cool. Actual game patch. Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, I haven't been online since installing this mod, because obviously this mod is against the rules in some respects, so it can't be played online. Oh, if you're right next to him, he has to do the animation away from you. Oh, the mod, okay. That's fine. That makes sense. What can you do about the explosive thing? Should you just bait it to explode and then... I guess that's all I can do, isn't it? Just bait it to explode. So the R2 seems to also do damage over time, or at least it does the effect. I don't know if it actually does the damage over time. It does the little red and black fire. Really bad time to be doing that, Jack. Oh my god, I poised through it. I love that there are some animations that you could just poise through, and I just absolutely tanked that. That's funny. Solid rock. It's a bit dumb. I don't really like those attacks when there's like just a ticking clock. You know, just another thing to keep an eye on during a boss fight. Face! Well, that did some fair damage. If I can just make sure he's using physical attacks and not using fire attacks, we should be good, right? Damn it. Okay. Now it's just slashing. I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left! This looks like an AoE. This looks like an AoE. Not a fan of that. Oh, that's this thing. I think that should do damage to him so you can bait them into him. Oh my god, that takes so long to cast. Oh. We're fine. FP's looking good. If I could just get close enough to him. Is the loincloth made out of his body yet? I don't know. Ah! I don't know why. I thought the tree would protect me. It's all the tree now. Oh no. I hid behind the tree because I was like, it's okay because he'll like jump through the tree and I'll attack his hand. So sweaty, man. I'm so sweaty right now. Maybe phase 2 is when you go on the horse. Just an idea. I think this whole thing is telling you the tree will not protect you. Yeah, very true, very true. Also, where does the shield go when he goes phase 2? His hand, not the leg. Where you go, buddy? Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? I hate how slow that attack is. I always dodge it way too early. I'm used to Radan's like sniper bullets. You're a dick. I don't have to tell you you're a dick. So is the implication that he is the head of a giant? Or is he the whole giant? Why is there a face on his chest? How does that anatomy work? If that is the case, where is his stomach? Where is his esophagus? Where is the rest of his digestive system? How does he poop? George R. R. Martin, I need answers. I think you might need a new weapon. Yeah. I thought I could do it with this, but phase 2 just gets so difficult because there's nothing else I can do. Like, I do so little damage because I'm relying so heavily on the weapon arm. Sorry, Ash of War. Maybe if I could just save a couple of Ashes of War. Use this when I really need to. Maybe the magic is his poop? Oh, good idea. Like, that's his excretions. He's like a monkey, he's just throwing shit at people. They're just a byproduct. He's not really a fire giant, he's a shit giant. Uh-oh. Is it because I called you a shit giant? I'm so sorry. Guardian Ape, true. Guardian Ape does indeed do that. That's the only attack you really have to be careful of, when he spins round and does the, or that one, where he attacks in between attacks. This is really bad. I do think that attack is actually relatively balanced, though, the AoE attack, because it's just, you can see where it's going to happen on the floor, you know? I think that's a good way of doing it, making it skill check instead of just random. Because let's face it, AoE attacks tend to be just random. It's roll when you think the damage might be coming. Drink this. Imagine how batshit insane evolution must be in Elden Ring for both Tarnished and Giants to come off of monkeys. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they evolved from a completely different thing. You know? Okay, so we're heading into phase 2, as long as I can actually get into phase 2. We're heading into phase 2 with a bunch of Estus left, which is good, because it means that we can use spells on phase 2. Well, we could use the weapon on phase 2, so. Okay, we have 3 Ashen Estus left. I think we still actually have our regular Estus as well. Let's do this. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's some damage, there's some damage. This is good, this is good. Let's charged R2 is the way forward. Unsure of what he's doing. Hit him in the butt, hit him in the butt. Yeah, his loincloth is his hair. You are 100% right, whoever said that earlier. His loincloth is actually his hair. Okay, so is his... sat on me. Oh, I didn't need to do that. This is a big problem. Still long enough for me to get him with any of my attacks. Do the big slap, do the big slap. Yeah. Perfect. Him. Okay. Oh, that is 1,600 damage. It's gonna kill me. What do you guys think? Shall I try this again? Or do I try and find a new weapon? Because we ran past everything in here deliberately not looking at anything. There could be weapons in here that could be exactly what we need. There could be... We might actually get the Rivers of Blood from Akina. We've already had a Rivers of Blood, but we could get like a +2 version. And any bleed weapon would be better than what we're doing right now. What do you guys think? You basically need a new weapon. JSD, what do you think? You're my usual go-to Souls pro. Because I feel like I'm doing pretty well in these fights, but I just... It's so difficult to get close and to do the damage I need. But then there is always the chance we find a weapon that's worse. We're able to chance. Let's head in here. What's this? What's this gonna be? Rainbow Stone, okay. What's the Sacred Tear gonna be? We could find another staff. Very true. Very true. Okay, thought it was a weapon for a second. Got really worried because it didn't have a plus after it. Millicent's quest line, maybe? Can't remember. Let's see if we can take on Akina. Let's see how that fight goes. Yeah, so key items that you actually need to complete the game are randomized. Key items that are just for certain people's quest line are not randomized. Oh, I could just do this. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Huh! Please don't do it. Please don't do it. It's like killing NPCs. Yeah, true. Okay, right. Just chain it so we can't heal. It's the kind of fight you could probably just spam R1 and win. I forgot the R2's a double hit. Interesting. So we have an imp head on now. That's good. Isn't that the optimal head? Like, that's technically the best helmet in the game, because it's the one that provides you with the best stats and also something to do with stamina recovery. Increases stamina recovery? Yeah. Have a look at some merchants to see if they have anything good. We could. The only downside to that is they will not be upgraded weapons. And I've made a point that I like... Not with upgrading weapons, but when it comes to weapons we buy from shops, I'm not going to change like the Ash of War on them or anything like that. I'm just going to go with whatever I get. So it might make things trickier. I'm trying to think where that tunnel place is. See an item. It's purple. I didn't pick it up for some strange reason. Sacred Tear, that's actually a good thing. Oh wait, no it's not, because we've already got plus 12. Ah! Baby, I love you. Baby, I care. Weapon up here, or an item up here. I swear early game there are items everywhere, and then later on there's just not as many items in the overworld. Oh god, I hate the hands so much. Is there an assassin up here? Please don't tell me there's an assassin here. If there is, I'm just going to run straight past it. Oh, isn't there a fucking putrid thing? No? I can just run to it? Okay. Okay, let's go through this area. I have a feeling this is one of these places with the chariots. If it is, this might be tricky. But God, look at that fashion souls right there. What's that consumable that increases drop rate called? The silver pickled foulfoot. I do have them, so we could technically use them if needs be. Oh, this is the one with the weird-ass puzzle with the lights and everything. Took me ages to work this out. Let's go to the Catacombs by Lindell. Very true, very true. I mean, we haven't been in most of the Catacombs and stuff. Also, important overworld items, such as smithing stones and stuff, also come out as different items. So we could go into any of the mine shafts as well and get different items and everything. Ow. A keen dagger. Okay, well, things are different now. We have a keen dagger. Yeah, that is a yikes. That may be one of the worst things we could have got. But, to be fair, at least we can buff it with something. We could go in with putting bleed on it or something, because I can still craft stuff. Finding the materials isn't too difficult, because the materials aren't randomized. Yeah, I gotta get them into the light to harm them, don't I? I have no crimson tears. Some more golden arrows. Wounds. Dick. The fire giant has a weakness to daggers. Maybe. We can hope. Dick. Why you gotta be a dick? No! 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 I don't know how I was about that. Oh my god, it's still chasing me! Why are you still chasing me? I thought we were friends. Oh my god, you're not my friend. What? I'm hitting Y! Oh. Oh. I see that. That was a somber ancient smithing stone. I hate stone so much. However, we opened the thing. I don't know how useful that actually is, but we opened the thing. And we made the flame thing go down. We opened the thing and made the flame thing go down. You heard. Also accidentally unequipped my shield. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why it's not doing fire things. No, this one doesn't have a chariot thing, but there's this little puzzle in here where some of the enemies are like shadow enemies, and you have to lure them to a piece of light in order for them to be harmed. Okay. This one in particular is a bit awkward because you've got to get this thing to come up here and then lure this enemy over here. Some of them require you to kill a certain enemy before you can proceed. So you have to kill this giant before you're allowed to carry on. Oh, there's a bunch of items down here, though. I think. There's an item down there, yeah. So you can't touch that thing until it goes into the darkness down there. Hey, Smaug. Smaug. The big fire hammer. That's also how you get the fire hammer. In case anyone's wondering how you get the big hammer. See ya. What a thrill. Silence and... We just got 5 Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones. What? Because it randomizes the items. It randomizes the amount of items. Oh no, so it has the amount of items to how many things were meant to be there in the first place. So there was meant to be 5 glove warts there or whatever. You taking a shit? What are you doing? Hello? I'm here. Yeah. Sorry, Jonas. Let's take a minute. I have a bleed thing. I have rot grease. Do I not have any bleed grease? Okay, whatever. Just let me do it. He's scarlet rotted. We're just gonna let him go. Someone killed 5 ancient dragons and planted them in a grave wall. Yeah. This guy needs to get his cardio, bruv. Cardio? Cardi B? Cardi C? Fucking... I'm attacking super. This might take a minute. I mean, I very much doubt we'll be able to kill the boss of this area. Whatever it may be. This is like that bit in Bloodborne where there's the dude who's totally not a monster, but is a monster. You find him eating a dude, and he's like, "Oh, thank God, some normal people are here. Please tell me where all the people are hiding, so I can totally not eat them." And if you attack him, he turns into this big monster, but it's right next to a place you get poison knives from. So you just poison him, and then stand there and Why? Put poison on it. You have any grease for it? Well, I'll imbue it with poison. We don't need to be down here anyway. We got what we needed. I think we're going to go to the Lindell Catacombs and then call it there. When you say Lindell Catacombs, JSD, do you mean the place where Thingy Boy is? That reminds me. We've got 5 seedbed curses. Let's go to Lindell Catacombs. I can't. Why can you not teleport from here? Can I craft... I can craft blood grease. How many? 7. 7 blood grease. No, so JSD, I meant the actual catacombs where you find the Dung Eater and stuff. Do you not mean that one? It's fine. If not, I'm just checking. Oh, you mean the ones down here? Oh yeah, there's one here and then one here. Okay, yeah, we can do that. What a thrill! But actually, If we kill the Dung Eater, he drops his whole armor set and his sword. That's 6 items or 5 items. Whatever. We have enough time to do one of them, so we'll do the catacombs here. With my keen dagger. There's a thing in here. That's going to be a bunch of items. We'll have to bait the big bear over there. Big bear. The Dung Eater drops multiple piles of golden extra. Interesting. Can this bear break this? Or do I have to go get... I think I have to go get the big bear. Big bear. Boy. This should be a bunch of stuff, I think. A single Grace Mimic. Brilliant. Ow. I really hate these things are about the same speed as Tara. Let's just... You're just... Ariza, side 2. Ugh, can we finish this whole thing in 10 minutes? Let's see. Can we do it in 10 minutes? What do you guys think? Donate $100 if yes, $500 if no. In case you want to lose all your runes, I guess. I mean, we don't really need, like, runes at this point. Oh, this is the really confusing one. Oh, I remember this. This is the really confusing one. I don't know what these guys drop. Well, I'm never going to find out. Oh, no, one of them dropped something. Okay. This is the dungeon that's like a mindfuck. It's like multiple versions of the same dungeon. We just don't have the power to do this. These things have no, this thing has no, like, poise damage. Yeah, because this should kidnap us, right? Yeah. Basically, in this dungeon, you just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Like Finding Dory, just keep swimming. I don't know how many items are going to be in here, though, if we just keep swimming. I didn't fucking see that thing! Ooh! Ooh! That is incredibly useful. And really frustrating that we found it here. Is that the highest level one? Then that's 4, isn't it? But hang on, JSD, hang on. Are they gonna give us the items? Or are they gonna give us a random item? I have a feeling it's gonna give us a random item. It will give us access to like 3... Actually, in fact, does it say? Summer Smithing Stone 5 and 6 is what it says it should give you. Probably random if they're well in the prayer books, yeah. Just fucking loading screen. Loading screen. Why? Why is it not just going to the next place? I can't fight all these things. Why doesn't it just load the next area? Do I seriously have to fight all these things with a fucking dagger? I guess I have to fight all these things with a fucking dagger. No, it takes a second, but like, that I was definitely in that long enough. You must have to not be in combat. Because I was 100%, I was in that thing for like 10 seconds before I died. Here you go, okay, apparently this guy mined armor sets out of the ground. What? Me? My day. This is going to take so long. Are you gonna follow me if you can't see me? Or are you just gonna keep chucking those? I think you're just gonna keep chucking those, right? Lads. Oh my god! I sort of expected that one exploding too. Okay, okay. There's definitely a message there online that says time for revenge or something. All this up here? No. Oh, I knew there'd be one somewhere. I just looked straight at it. Go on then. No, come on, come on. Yeah, because this thing's alive now. So you know what? Doing this with a dagger is not actually that bad. Because you can just stun lock them. They have no poise. Who would have thought we would finish like this in the back of a bus at 2:36? Trying to explain why things aren't the same. Grown up a little, you haven't really changed. And the song came on just before dawn. You tried to catch sleep, which is run off to torment your mind. And you lie there awake and unnerved, and you really don't like the first verse. And you're thinking about the universe. Ow. Yeah, we're now in a worse position because this weapon is considerably weaker. Oh, it's probably the same damage, but obviously the moveset's bad. And because it's magic, we can't imbue it with stuff. So we're going to have to keep going through until we find something. Tried to parry him, I don't know why. I don't know if you can parry these things. Okay. Seize the night, let shadows run mild in your mind. Seize the night, do your best to lose track of time. Seize the night, your path won't feel so long. Yeah, because I think we're in a similar place, but this is not exactly the same. Yeah, see, these guys... Oh, no, this guy's not back. This is the same dude from earlier. Who knows, you might even get the club. That's what's here, the club. It takes so long. This does a bit of poise damage. Not a lot, but some. This is 237 damage. The knife was doing more than that. Yeah, I don't know what the boss is here. I don't think it's worth us trying to fight it, but for the lulz, we'll give it a try. I can't remember how to get back to the main area. How do I get back? Where does this take me? Oh, this takes me to the real entrance, right? Yeah. What's the boss here? Is it just 2 watchdogs? Because that would be dumb, and I'd hate that. Is there any point in the game where you have to fight 3 watchdogs? It wouldn't surprise me if there is. We're summoning the boys. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, and a bunch of pots. Still. What is that? Is that a pot exploding? I'm so confused. Is that what the pot's doing explode? That'll bleed when this guy's gonna be tough. Oh, no damage to him. I think we can backstab him, right? Hello? I don't... He broke my poise, then just stun-locked me. I was spamming B the entire time. Nothing happened. Okay, let's try that again. Actually, it's gone 9 o'clock. I probably shouldn't try that again. One more time. I mean, we could go and upgrade this weapon, obviously, to make it do more damage. Why are you on me? Boys, what are you doing? Okay, that attack has an AoE. So they've got a weird effect when they die. I don't know what it means. Does it hurt him? seem to stun him, so let's just keep jump attacking him. We can backstab him, right? Okay, this is fine. Oh, I got right in the Grundle. That was a full-on Grundle shot. Now he has poise. That's not fair. I just give him poise mid-fight. Very much better. So that's 4. Now I can running attack him. Jump attack. This one just this guy just R1 spams, man. He's such a noob. What was all this, man? That's a grab attack, bro. I don't know if this music is specific for this dude, but this music's fucking great. What makes this dungeon boss look like a main story fight? Yeah, it does. Because this guy is probably not meant to be a particularly difficult boss. When you fight him with a +5 weapon, suddenly makes a lot of sense. Stun, stun, stun. I don't know how it didn't grab me. I'm not complaining, but I don't know how it didn't grab me. That attack is just a single one hit. How does that attack have an AoE? You can't just stick AoEs on everything. What's that? Oh, definitely. Puppy. I actually think a lot of his attacks are missing me because they're going over my head. I think his arc is a bit too high. What? Like that. That should have hit me, but it went over my head. Place your bets on what we get for killing this guy. Will it be a Golden Rune 1? Will it be an unupgraded whip? Place your bets now. What do we get? 5 smithing stone 5s.